Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Schizophrenic Sovereignty. We are now playing in the year 1570 as Hormuz. But first, let's go see how the rest of the world is doing. Starting off with this fella, who is apparently growing. Is this a subject? Just an ally. Okay, looks like he's been growing. He's got a fresh core. Currently coring Tipicak, which is fine. He needs to get over into the gold mine. One of the highest development provinces in the region is that Mexican gold mine. Unfortunately, it looks like it's owned by his ally. Well, I guess that's okay. Eventually, he'll still probably conquer everything, and then I don't know what he's gonna do. I would break that alliance right now if I were playing, but okay. Cusco is the winner still down there. Mr. Tupinamba is colonizing. He's got one colony active. It looks like still colonizing like a derp. Doesn't want to colonize quickly. Don't know why. Portuguese Brazil has decided to start colonizing all along the coast down here now too. Portuguese Brazil is getting pretty big. It looks like he has not been aggressive in declaring his wars. I mean, he's got equal tech to Portugal. He could just murder Portuguese Brazil. I don't know why he's so bad, but it's fine. Kazembe, it looks like they did win their war with Congo. They continue to get bigger and bigger. They have finally started to touch Kilwa. Technology-wise, they have just recently discovered the fine institution of feudalism. They have like non-renaissance, although it is starting to slowly spread. Colonialism, nowhere in Africa. Printing press, nowhere down there. It is over here, of course, because of Tupinamba. Looks like Tupinamba is like one of the only guys that has like everything. Zia still has none institutions, not a single one. Next country, not really looking in order, just kind of going across the map. France is murdering Austria, it looks like. He's got 83 war score against Savoy. He just said, oh, you're the emperor? That's fine. I'm gonna kill Savoy. Unless, didn't Savoy leave the, Yeah, Savoy's actually not inside the empire anymore. He was just allied to Austria. And apparently they lost that alliance already. A couple of years ago, it looks like. And yet, France is just still sticking it to him. Looks like France is also still creeping further and further into Castile. So despite my best efforts to make Castile kill him, he's winning. So it's kind of sad to see Austria failing so hard. His individual war score is 63. I have to imagine he's going to peace out fairly soon. Especially since he's not even the war leader. It's Savoy. Fortunately, Lüneburg's doing a good job. He's got all of his cores back now. Look at that. The height of his power. How much development does Lüneburg have? Lüneburg is up to 117 little development. This is coming from a guy who I think started with how much? Here's a way you can see it. 36 minus 25. He had 11 development at the start. He's getting 100 plus now. Neat. Okay, we played as Kara. Kara is still allied to the Ottomans. Nothing seems to really be changing there. I don't know, he's doing okay. It just doesn't really seem like he's been doing much at all lately. He's struggling to get printing press like most people in this region. He's doing okay-ish on tech. Pretty crappy ruler. Does he still have that subject? He still has the March, Basra. He's got the alliance with Biapis. So it looks like when I was playing as the Timurids and I broke the alliance with Biapis, Kara ended up picking it up. Which is perfect, as I intended, because now, this guy, if the Timurids were doing a better job, he would already be attacking Biapis to isolate and just remove the alliance that Kara has with the Ottomans, but I don't really know what the Timurids have been up to. I mean, there was I saw a pop-up or two about transition. He didn't get this core back. He still has the amazing 40 development province. Does he even have a truce with him right now? He does. Well, whatever he did win, but looks like he integrated Afghanistan instead of trying to attack Delhi, and he still has the Hassa subject. Okay, we play as Chagatai. Chagatai decided to subjugate Oirat in our previous session as Korea, and I guess that's okay. Like he'll be able to integrate that guy. He did lose Mongolia, but Mongolia is basically dead now. As expected, Chagatai has problems with noble Khanate tribe rebels. Fun. Bahmanis is like idiotically strong. Bahmanis, I think, is like 4th or 5th rank great power right now. 6th, actually. Still, they got 500 development. No, 600 development. But the institution penalty is affecting them. No printing press in India yet. Okay. Who did I miss? Schizophrenic sovereignty videos. Okay, so Armenier, we looked at that. Armagnac, rather. Austria, we looked at Bahmanis. We looked at Chagatai. Huila's dead. Kazembe, we looked at in Africa. Lüneburg, we looked at. Ming. Well, we were really close to Ming recently. Ming isn't really doing anything. He's just still the big guy. He's just got 1,500 development. I believe that is the most development out of any country in the world right now. Institutions, he's totally full up on because he spawned the printing press. So tech-wise, he's kicking ass. 14 tech. He has the most tech of anyone in the whole world. He has the most ideas of everyone in the world. Yet he only has 38 power projection. He makes a massive 170 ducats a month. He's got 1,000 ducats banked. He's just, he's just being Ming. That's what it is. We looked at Kara, we looked at the Timurids, we looked at Tupinamba, and lastly then was take a look at Korea, which we all know how that just ended. He's got his new subject. Hopefully he doesn't mess things up. Let's see how he does over the next 10 years. So we are now, it's kind of odd. I can still see Korea. Did I mess this up myself, or is that just intended? Apparently it's intended. All right, cool. So we are now playing as Hormuz, which is really cool, actually, because now we are playing, again, really close to some of the players and countries we played against or as before. We were right here. We were here. We were here. I mean, we were down here. There's just so many people that, are related to us now. So, obviously, we want to kill them all. All right. I did a little bit of assessment off camera, but I wanted this time, I think, it's a smaller country, so I figured I'd do most of the assessment on camera just so you guys can kind of see how I'm doing it these days. I do want to do some clicks, so we're going to go ahead and grant a generalship, see what we get. It's the 5-3-4-1 that we just rolled, very nice. With 19.8 Army Tradition, that 40 Tradition General from the States is amazing. It's super good. And I'm kind of tempted to grant the emirs another province. If we can get them up to 75% influence, we'd have to find one that's a little bit more than 7.3, so 9.9 takes them to 75.9. Yeah, let's do it. I want military points, please. Thank you. For the burghers, we are going to, of course, grant monopoly charters to get their influence up a little bit. This is, again, the AI seems to have a hatred for the burghers. They don't like trade power for some reason. There's an estuary here, so that belongs to the burghers now. I mean, we don't even lose much. All right, maybe a little bit. The taxes are definitely a lot higher than the production income, but still, dude, do it right. Do it this way. Do it my way. Go ahead and grant admiralship to get him up to 66. And we get him all the way up to 75. We can if we give him one more province temporarily, and I am definitely willing to do that for monarch points and clicks. I want these. I don't think we're going to be doing any development. Okay, let's take a look at institutions. Don't let me forget to go back to the development thing. Sorry, the estates thing, but we're kind of struggling in this area of the world. We've got we do have feudalism, we do have Renaissance. Colonialism, we just embraced, apparently. So we got it in Hormuz, and now it's spreading. We have none printing press. It's nowhere. So I'm thinking, maybe we try to swan it. We don't really have a lot of banked monarch points right now, but maybe. What kind of admiral was that? Not very good. So if we're going to spawn an institution, we would probably want to keep the burghers loyal, but nah, there's just too much value out of these clicks. Ulima. They are really high, and I've said in recent episodes that I don't like taking them above 70%. But this is just too good. We can 98% loyalty, 150 admin, and the Ulima do have too much land. They only expect 10%. They have 17%. So we're gonna do the clicks, and now we're just gonna revoke some of the coastal provinces, try to get them down to the right percentage of land. Okay. Then same thing here as well. Unfortunately, there's no provinces we can give to the Dhimmi. We can't do anything with the burghers right now. The emirs also have too much land, by quite a bit, and I want to revoke it. I think I would rather just maybe do it now, possibly. Now let's keep them loyal for the moment. So we're fine on manpower. Actually, that's a good argument to just do it now. If we're fine on manpower, then who cares? Let's revoke a province. Which one of these two is better? We got the 4 development, 4 diplo development, livestock, or the grain. Grain's pretty good for the nobles anyway, just because they don't affect local force limit. Yeah, let's revoke this from the emirs. Never mind, it was recently granted. I just did that. I guess we are going to revoke this. So they'll be upset for a while, whatever. Just take it, give it back. Naval force limit, please. Alright, so they can be pissed for a while. I'm okay with that. We still have too many military leaders. I would rather get rid of the admiral if I had to choose. That 2-6 is pretty good as well. I have already issued some movement commands for the armies. Jesus, that 534 is crazy good right now. Okay, so we are currently making 15.75 ducats a month. We're netting quite a bit. The AI has not hired very many advisors, though. We have access to a half-price level 3 advisor. We have access to a stability cost level 1. We need monarch points. We definitely do. I'm going to take trade efficiency guy, and I'm going to take stability cost guy. And that's fine for now. We're not going to go any higher than that. We do have enough monarch points right this second to do tech, but we have a 20% institution tech penalty. And I don't know. I don't know if I actually want... I still haven't decided if I think if we should spawn the institution or not. How long will it actually take for printing press to get here? Forever. Alright, we got to take Tech 12. We're doing, currently, looking at ideas. I always forget to start here because this is a good spot, but... Hormuz traditions. We got a merchant. We get trade power abroad, plus 10%. We get 10% trade efficiency, some fort defense, stability cost minus 10. This is an interesting variation on a lot of the ideas that countries have. Normally you just get like 2 Diplo Rep. Here we get instead Diplo Rep plus 1 and an extra relationship slot. And global trade power plus 10%. Development cost minus 10. Naval force limit plus 25. And our finisher's sailor maintenance. What a weird idea. Sailor maintenance? Dumb. This is interesting. We have espionage ideas. So I haven't looked at these ideas in so long. Let's just go through them because I don't remember them. Spy network construction plus 50%. Our advisors are 10% cheaper. We get an extra diplomat. Provincial trade power plus 10%. Foreign spy detection plus 33%. Our subjects, which we have none, are less desirous of liberty. It's cheaper for us to fabricate claims. We are good at embargoing and privateering. And we have a corruption reduction mechanic, 0.1 yearly corruption. And the finisher is rebel support efficiency. Because, you know, not a single person has used this mechanic in the last 3 years since they changed it, because rebel support is, yeah. Of course, we have offensive, which we're all, I think, quite familiar with. The policy with espionage offensive is a diplomat and spy network construction plus 10 for a military point per month, which is potentially useful. We might try that. And it looks like we're also working our way into administrative ideas. We can take the adaptability trait right now, or the adaptability idea if we want. Let's hold off on making that decision just yet because we don't need to, but we probably will take it. We have some corruption. Currently at 1.58 corruption. Even though we have... What's audit checks? Where did audit checks come from? I don't know the name of these things. It was... Okay, that was this one. Okay, so why do we have corruption if... That's interesting. Actually, with audit checks, 0.1 yearly corruption reduction means it would take 20 years to get rid of 2 corruption. So effectively, if we have no corruption, once every 20 years, we can click this button, debase the currency, for 64 whole ducats. Seems kind of weak. Anyway, we have a navy. It is largely combat focused. It's 14 galleys. We've got a heavy for some reason, and we've got 7 transports there. So we got a little navy, and we have a pretty decent army. We've got 22,000 troops, some of which are very well drilled right now. 72 army drill, quite a bit of bonus movement speed. Movement speed bonus of 15.8%, and we have these really good leaders. Relationship-wise, we have 3 out of 5 relations right now. We have a royal marriage with Shamar, and to the best of my understanding, it looks like somebody murdered Shamar and annulled our alliance with him without getting us called in. So I don't know how that really happened. Nor do I really care, because I don't really want to be friends with Shamar. Although we could re-up the alliance. He's currently attacking Hejaz in the Yemeni conquest of... He's allied to Yemen, and Yemen is our rival. We're rival to Yemen, Sind, and the Mamluks. Sind is practically unkillable with their Delhi Bahmanis triumvirate. The Mamluks are very weak right now. Yemen is not super strong compared to us, but they're currently allied to the Ottomans. So that's going to be our major challenge with this nation, is engineering a way to isolate Yemen from the Ottomans so that we can start to beat him up. So, other relations that we have are an alliance with this idiot and an alliance with Ethiopia. This looks like a fairly newish alliance. I'm not really sure. We only have 46 trust with him. They like us quite a bit, though. They hate Yemen just like we do. They hate Mamluks just like we do. I think that it's possible that despite the 41 favors that we have, I don't think I want to be friends with this guy. Like, he's just going to get us at war with the Timurids. And the Timurids are scary. We made them scary. I don't want to fight the Timurids. Timurids have tech 11 to our tech 11. Just out of curiosity, let's see how his army's looking. Timurids currently have 43,000 troops. Again, at our best, we've got like 22. I don't want to fight him. So, right now he has a truce for a little while, so we don't have to deal with it for a few years, but I don't know that I want to have that. We'll see. Expansion opportunities. We have a lot of claims, and we have espionage ideas, which I'm not going to cancel that, even though it's a pretty god-awful idea group, generally speaking, I think. There have been times in the past where I've taken it and then regretted the decision immensely. The last time that happened, I think, was with Filthy Robot. But I'm not going to cancel the entire idea group just because I hate it. It'll actually end up helping us out all right if we want to fabricate claims and stuff. Age Reformation bonuses. We've got 3 Splendor per month. We have converted some provinces. We do not own all the provinces of our culture group. We would have to own everything in the Levantine culture group, which is, it's a lot. That's not going to happen. We don't have Asian trade. We have not force converted another nation, though. That's something we should maybe consider doing. And I think I know how we might be able to do that. So, we have 4 development province here, 3 development province here. They are in the Basra node, which is downstream from the node we collect in. I was looking around a little bit here at this before considering what to do when I recorded, and I've decided we're going to release Dawasir. They exist in Yabrin and Al-Yama. So we're going to create a subject in these 2 provinces that are downstream from the node we are in. We're going to lose a little bit of development to do so, 7, but we get a subject, which increases our force limit, which we're right up against anyway. Our income is actually kind of okay, and the subject will provide us with cores and claims, directly adjacent to the Mamluks, who we hate, who I think we can actually just beat right now in a straight-up war. And of course, we have 100 spy network strength against the Mamluks. We only have the 1 claim on the Mamluks. We don't need claims, though, because our subject is going to do it. As far as breaking up Yemen with the Ottomans, I think the easiest way to do that is going to be to attack Shamar. Shamar's allied with Yemen. Even though we have the royal marriage, even if I have to take a stab hit to do so, that is the route to break up Yemen and the Ottomans. Beyond that, we got Mushashasha, who's allied with this guy. Another great example of the AI just being like, well, I don't want to attack these. Why don't you have all this spy network ability? Fabricate on the guy who has no Hellheiss, please. Asa, of course, is under the Timurids, so that's the no-go. We have all the claims we can possibly get against Yemen. We do have this claim on Mare. Mare's allied to the Mamluks. He's going to come in a war anyway. And unfortunately, with Ethiopia being our ally, we are blocked from expansion down this direction. So it's going to be kind of tricky, but I think we want to spy on Shamar and Hejaz right now. I don't need more spy network strength against... let's just stop the counter-espionage and let's stop against the Mamluks for the moment. Besides, I'm a player, so we're going to get instantaneously caught. So retract all the diplomats. Let's see how we're doing. We have 15 mercantilism, worth knowing. I think I'm going to go ahead and take military tech. We're not ahead of time. It's going to cost us an extra 20%, but it is what it is. You know? I think that the Mamluks have tech 12. Yemen does not, so we could have a slight advantage over him. We're never going to fight Sind if I have my way. Mushashasha has 11, so we'd have a tech advantage over our 2 direct neighbors. Shamar's on 11. Hejaz is only on 10. Basically, we need to match the Mamlukian tech, and I only have 10 years to play this country anyway, so I don't think that we're going to get the institution unless I buy it, which means that this is just going to get more and more expensive over time, and I might as well just take it now. So yeah, take it. Gives us access to better guys. That's another factor, is that we go from 4 pips on our infantry up to, no, we were on Tech 9. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We had 7 pips. Now we go up to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's a big upgrade. I feel good about that decision. We're not going to take admin tech then. Admin tech though. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to release Dawasir. They will be Sunni, which is convenient because we need to enforce someone to be our religion. He's got cores on the Mamluks, and he has a core on Yemen. Let's go talk to him and just be like, hey, be my religion now. Thank you. Also, embargo my rivals and whatever. Okay, now we actually have a little bit of an issue where the Ulema want more land because I got rid of some of my development. So it looks like we do need to find one more province for them. Put them up just a little bit. Preferably not coastal, but I appear to not have that choice. What is this? Incense. I'm not familiar with this one. Trade value modifier. Weird. It's got stupid high autonomy anyway, so yeah. There you go. Enjoy. Any other provinces with high autonomy? We have Dhofar with 35%. Owned by the nobles. Alright, let's get our maintenance up, because I think we're probably going to go to war. We have a hard time keeping our maintenance up, apparently. We have only 1 fort, but we kind of need to have 2. I'm going to buy down inflation once, I think. Even though we're doing an idea group. We need money, man. Beyond that, let's just go. All right, I've waited long enough. It's time to unpause the game and play as this country. We have access to some buildings. We have some money. Bengal just did something. What was that? Bengal just established a truce, it looks like, with the coalition. I'm not sure. Pause the video, rewind it, and see if you can make some sense of that. Alright, let's get our sailors back first. Or maybe consider selling these ships just directly. Some of them. I don't want all of these. They're not the right type. Well, actually, we might need them for the first war. Because we're going to invade down here. Which reminds me, how many troops does this guy have? Mahra. Mahra currently has... Mahra currently has a 3 stack. And we have 7 transports. So let's break off just a very small army to go and do that naval invasion. We have 2 whole cannons, so we'll take 1 cannon, the value cannon, to go down there. We'll take a single cav. Alright, value cannon, single cav, and then like... How many did I say he had? I've already forgotten. Got 3 troops. I'd like to flank him a little bit. Besides, I think we're going to have time. I guess you can have 2 cav. And we'll use our full fleet. Send the 7 stack down there. Let's put the maneuver guy there. Let's put the other guy here. These guys are all going to go over there. Both navies can go down to Dhofar. Württemberg has declared a war. So, with our diplomats, we want to be spying on Shamar. We want to be spying on Hejaz. We want to be spying on... soon, probably on Medri Bari. Hopefully... Nope, that's a block. Crap. Alright. So, Leroy? Leroy. I think we just go murder... We just go kill the Mamluks. I think we can win. With that sudden Tech 12, our highly trained troops, and the fact that the Mamluks have shattered territory, we'll have a hard time getting over here. At first, we can get a ticking war score. It's a very, very inexpensive war, because we're actually declaring a reconquest. Only 25% aggressive expansion, 75% cost. And lastly, we do have institution spread as our current edict thing. And we just picked up the converted another nation, so that'll help out. And, one last quick check on, like, buildings and things. Looks like we have all of the marketplaces we need. We could build shipyards. What are we doing on naval? We are at our naval limit. Well, that means that we need to build shipyards. They're like the best building you can possibly make. Start off with, 2. I want to keep a little bit of a war chest. And we do have heavies coming out. Soon I'll sell the heavies, I think, to our ally, Ethiopia. How long till you get there? November? That's probably good enough. Alright, we're gonna wait 1 more month and then I think we're gonna probably declare war on the Mamluks. We just apparently finished a farm estate. How on earth did we afford a farm estate? That's a manufactory. Farm estate in a province that makes livestock. Really? I mean, it's probably one of the only manufactories we can actually make right now, but like, why not bank the money for the gem province? Or for the spices? Or the incense? Like, something other than livestock. Gross. Alright. Province that's going to be easiest for me to defend is probably the... Probably this one. Because I don't expect we're going to get military access through Yemen, so it's kind of isolated from the Mamluks. Probably. Tlemcen will come in, but don't worry. Tlemcen is a one-province minor. I think it'll be okay. And then Mahra, so it's basically just the Mamluks. One last thing to consider is, do we want to spend some of our 100 piety right now to get rid of the corruption that we have? I mean, the corruption's coming down automatically anyway. It's only 60 tax currency stuff, whatever. It doesn't seem like it's worth it. I guess so. I mean, we might as well. Maybe that's how we formed the farm estate. Alright. Leroy, the reconquest of Aflavsh. And I'm thinking, just to be safe here, we might want to call in Ethiopia and give him some land against the Mamluks. Let's just use our allies for good measure. Probably should have waited till the beginning of next month, but it's too late for that. And I'm going to be super cautious with my sieges because we don't want to get rid of this army drill before we actually do our battle with him. Just do a single infantry siege on each of them. Have an army just come up next to us. Be ready to go in every direction. Starting next month, we will immediately start trying to go and invade him. Which guy's better at sieges? 1-6 actually is. So let's put him down here. Let's put the other guy over there. We'll just establish the blockade on this side of the sea tile, right? Perfect. And let's start the process of landing. We'll be there eventually. All right, cool. I'm going to take a short break here. And in the next episode, we will see how well we can fight against Mr. Mamluk Man. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys soon. See you in a bit.